on the PRI side, we are agnostic to how the capital is structured. We have a lot of different structures within our PRI portfolio. The majority of them are equity investments, because that's typically what we found the company needs most. But we've done a number of debt instruments as well. We've done recoverable grants. We've done, we've done like the slew of all of it. I think for an impact investor who is really wants to meet an entrepreneur where they are, instead of assuming that a typical capital structure will work for them, we have found that being open to different types of capital is the most important thing that we can offer the space. And we have a number of case studies that we can share around different capital structures we've used and how that dollar looks different than a dollar, dollar debt looks different than a dollar equity, but it really depends on where the entrepreneur is in their life cycle and, what kind of capital they need. I will also say on the program related investment side, one thing that's been so interesting to me as we think about that capital allocation spectrum, we've had a number of companies, and this is not a success metric that we necessarily track. But we've had companies move out of our program related portfolio or our, I'm going to say it, and I hate this word, quote unquote, concessionary portfolio into our market rate portfolio. They've graduated up, and that's just been an incredible success story. We do ask companies upon receiving, really early stage catalytic capital, how quickly did follow-on capital come, or how quickly were you able to raise that capital? That to us seems to be a better success metric than did you jump over some imaginary metric or line into market rate. So I didn't want to throw that out there. On the mission aligned or mission investing side, now I should have had my colleague join, so I'm just going to note you there. You can tell I'm on the catalytic and philanthropic side, and then our chief investment officer does the other side. And next time we will have her join. She's incredible. My favorite part of that is the direct investment into funds, and the private market funds you see in the impact investing space are just incredible. The product has evolved. The funds, you're now looking at funds that were a program related investment, in the early days, they're now in their fourth or fifth fund. They've had unicorns, they've had exits, they've had buy-ups by KKR. The impact is incredibly deep. You're looking at emerging fund managers, you're looking at, very interesting geographical areas. And so the impact is like so deep in various areas. And that's probably what excites me most about the mission aligned investing is the private market side.
Mm-hmm. You just mentioned exits, and that's interesting too. I mean, how are you thinking about exits in in these different categories of capital that you're investing?
Yeah, so it depends. It depends on the company. I mean, we know that in our catalytic portfolio that exits are going to be harder to come by and they're going to take longer. And so we think that one of the main roles foundations can play is to be patient capital in that market. But we always think about what is the exit opportunity when we're investing. Just like any traditional investing. I mean, we oftentimes want to mirror. Impact investing shouldn't look different than traditional investing. And so we mirror those metrics to match, to say, what would any traditional, sort of venture capitalist ask you? And so we do look at the exit environment and the competitive analysis. And then, on the market rate side, we've had a number of exits within our direct fund portfolio that have been really exciting. And those are obviously a little bit easier to see the exit potential there. So it is a metric that we track and we think about in early days of investing. But we come at it with a mindset of this is the but for catalytic capital, and that exit can be long and slow and likely probably should be.